Okay, okay.
Oh my gosh, I feel like this is like amazing. I can just see it, a Picasso on my face.
Yeah, it's amazing. Right there, boom. Talks. Does I see look okay? I see looks like an L. Let me fix it.
Good. That's a lot of glue.
That's a lot. Insecurities, honestly, to me, it feels like people put so much pressure on like what's masculine, what's feminine, just so they can, you know, just so they can like try to keep people in like a certain like space. It just, to me, just problem. It just means like problems. It's just trash. It just means self-hate and like insecurities.
Are you getting the same angle I'm getting?
Probably not.
To me, masculinity is just a made-up societal construct in which men and boys are really confined into a box, and it basically is just a ridiculous notion. It's awful because it makes people not really want to live their true lives and not really express themselves to their fullest. I think the world would be a much better place if people just threw away societal norms and did what made them happy instead of doing what they're expected to do.
I personally, like, I feel like it's masculine to just do whatever you want. Like, I know people are trying to do that, the whole black boys wearing flowers type of nonsense. But it just like, I feel like there's like no way to really be masculine. I feel like it was just like something that some random guy, some white guys made up and try to put us in. When honestly, I feel like being masculine is just doing whatever you want and not caring and being comfortable in your sexuality and being comfortable with who you are.
I express masculinity in a few different ways. I think the most visible way I express masculinity is basically wearing makeup if I choose to. Obviously you can tell I have like a light mustache, but that's seasonal. Like, I can cut that off at the blink of an eye. And really, for me, masculinity is not the same as it is for most people. Most people, I would say, have like a toxic sense of masculinity in which their masculinity defies who they are. My experience, masculinity within the Black community has really been more of a toxic brand of masculinity. For example, earlier when you mentioned, oh, you know, this reminds me of when I used to play in makeup. One thing that I thought of was, wow, I never had the opportunity. I never had the opportunity to dabble in makeup, even playing with dolls or, you know, anything. Even the color pink was seen as feminine and something that, you know, was untouchable. For the longest time, I wanted an easy bake oven. And I just could not have one because that was a girl's toy. Little do they know, they came out with a blue easy bake oven for, you know, boys. But that wasn't until, what, 3 years ago? So it really goes to show, you know, even in small, subtle ways, whether that's policing how your children interact with toys or how they speak or how they walk, their mannerisms, those things I've really rejected later in life because honestly, it's ridiculous to me. Like, if you want to talk a certain way, if you want to walk a certain way, if you want to play with something, that shouldn't define you. You should be allowed to explore and really figure out what it is that you like to do.
There's a lot of emphasis on masculinity. Like, no one wants to seem too parents don't want their children to seem too feminine or too, like, they don't want their boys to seem like they're too gay or something. And like, they're always really, they put a lot of pressure on their males, like, make sure they look straight, make sure they dress as like boys, and make sure they look like boys and act like boys. And it's like, it's extra, it's not working, and it doesn't change like who you are or change your sexuality. So I don't know why there's so much emphasis on it. And I feel like they just kind of just do it because I can kind of see like I kind of see them trying to protect us from the world, so we try to look really tough and everything. So when we go out into the real world, we don't fall down against racism, fall down against other people trying to go against us. But at the same time, I feel like it went past that to the point where it's like, oh, they're just using it to put other people down and using it to make you feel like crap for not fitting into the social norms.
Yeah, that was really good.
Thank
Good
you.
done.